Hello guys, and welcome to episode 9 of my Total War Warhammer 2 playthrough, playing as the Warriors of Chaos on very hard difficulty. Today we are going to be moving on after wiping out Throg at Trollford, and we are going to be trying to awaken a couple more tribes. I'm going to head over to Silent Encampment and Aisling's Conclave. I'm just going to have a look to see if it's faster to maybe go on the water than it is on land. It's probably faster to just march all the way over here. We do have Nordland coming up to attack Grayling Moot, maybe? Not sure. Anyway, Varg looks like they're gonna get Varg camp soon, which is good as well. Let's end the turn. Let's see where Nordland go. I'm actually quite curious. I'm also hoping that Scaling actually move out of their settlement sometime soon. Now imagine if you were playing a Norsu campaign, Chaos came along and released like 3 tribes in the middle of your lands. How frustrating would that be to deal with? I kind of feel bad for the AI, but I really don't. Yeah, Nordland's definitely going for Grayling Moot or something. We can just destroy them on the way through, I think. I think it's probably faster to just march back. Oh, never mind. Grayling just wiped them out. And there we go. Right, if we're in march stance, how far can you go on the water? I mean, it always seems to just recommend marching across land first. Yeah, this may take a little while, but I'm going to do it. Just march back over. Maybe I could take this opportunity to get Sigvald up and running. Like, if he's just accompanying us, it might not be too bad. Because he does have, like, the minus 60% upkeep cost for Chaos Marauder units, so I could just make him, like, a full army of Chaos Marauders. Like, his horde growth's pretty good. Let's do it. Probably shouldn't have done it this turn. I probably should have done it at the start of next turn, but it doesn't make too much of a difference. Let's just start heading over towards Silent Camp now, to the Gorobadni Mountains, and that way we complete the next part of Kolek's quest. Alright, let's end the turn. I mean, the fact that we raised him this turn doesn't matter too much because the actual attrition is not going to be massive. But we'll have Kolek go the full way in March stance anyway, and Sigvald can go 75% and encamp so that he can build some Chaos Marauders. Assuming that he has the building to do so, which I think he does by default. Big army at the Bay of Blades. Wonder where that's heading, because it didn't pop out down here. Currently Clan Molders in tatters. They don't have any armies. Might be an opportunity to just completely backstab them. I think as Chaos, reliability rating doesn't really matter. Unless it matters for your vassals, in which case it does a lot. But since you're generally at war with everyone, reliability rating is the last thing you need to worry about. Let's just go as far as we can with Sigvald. That'll do. We'll just speed past him with Kolek. And Sigvald can start recruiting himself a bunch of Chaos Marauders. So we'll just keep doing that every turn. A couple more Chaos Marauders. Whilst Kolek continues to carry on. Valmir should be over here in no time at all. Let's end the turn. And what would be the most annoying thing is if the dwarves say, with one of their agents, come over and assassinate my dude. But I doubt that's going to happen. Well, I say, touch wood. But we set up the tribes, which is good. Now the only lord that we need is Archeon, but that requires us to defeat armies in the open as opposed to at settlements, which is actually kind of hard to do on purpose, because generally if you're stronger than your opponent, they will retreat to the nearest settlement. So you can't do the sacrifice captives, which is what we need to do in order to unlock Archeon. Why is Varg all of a sudden very weak? What happened? Did they lose at Varg camp? It looked like they had a massive army. What the hell happened?
The mountains call. Climb the mountain. A worthy choice. The gods direct me. A beautiful decision.
This is when a random army comes up from Ice Drake Ford and wipes out Sigvald. That would be irritating. But at least he's building up relatively quickly. +4 is actually quite nice. As soon as we get the 1 population surplus, we'll get the tribal gathering and we'll just build up this building as quickly as possible so that we can get that extra horde growth. That will push him eventually to +8. Yeah. And Kolek gets +10 a turn, so it's not actually that far off. The good thing about an army like Sigvald is building is that we can use it to raise minus elements that we don't need Kolek for. So until Sigvald has the buildings to hold units like Chosen, I'm probably just going to keep him as a Chaos Marauder army. And you're probably thinking to yourself, oh, but they can carry Chosen, why don't you just transfer Chosen from Kolek? Well, it actually really severely affects the upkeep cost of units, and by default, Chaos units are very expensive to upkeep. And I want to avoid that as much as possible in the early game, so that I don't have to worry about money. Especially when I'm wandering around in Norsca all day. We're very nearly there. Oh, we've done it. Okay, we only needed to go to Frozen Landing. That means we have the battle ready to go. I didn't realise it was that short, this quest. The agents report that Starcrusher now lies in the ruins of Todtheim, taken there by agents of the Deceiver. The ancient city is being fought over by its winged undead residents and orcs, but Kolek is a greater threat by far, and when he comes in thunder to reclaim Starcrusher, flanked by hordes of fanatical Northmen, the thieves will come to know the true meaning of annihilation. That extra splash damage is just really, really nice. We can probably teleport to this, actually. I'll try and awaken the tribes first, but then we'll do that afterwards. So this chap can start to actually head back now towards Sigvald. Max out training in the meantime. Actually, we might be able to do it this turn. Like, we may as well do it this turn, because Darling Cameron's quite far away, and if we end the turn near Doom Keep, we get the extra replenishment. So yeah, here would be the best place to do it for sure.
Never stop. Shall we decant the wine?
We'll continue to build up Sigvald. These cost 15 per turn to upkeep. That is ridiculous. Okay. And we will do our quest battle. Yeah, I didn't expect to do this today, but I am more than happy to do so. Let's teleport there. And we will fight this on the battle map. So the Greenskin army is pretty easy for us to take out, but if I remember correctly from the original Total War Warhammer game, it's not that easy, as we will have undead reinforcements to deal with.
The green things and unliving alike will bear witness to my wrath. They are mine to dismember, to disembowel, to crush. I will smash all that remains of these ruins to powder, and not stop until my hammer is found. And then the whole world will burn before I rest again. Such is my rage. This is the new pact I make to the dark powers.
Golek is ready to go. I have an Orc War boss. We'll actually try and shoot him from the start. They're going to have to come towards us since we do have Howl Cannons. We're going to do a similar formation to before.
Chaos comes for the Chaos Gods. Slanesh's perverse glory.
Okay. This lighting's a bit trippy on the ground, but otherwise we're all good. Let's start the battle. See if we can hit this guy smack on. Nice. That did plenty of damage. And both of those missed. Well done, Hell Cannons. You have homing missiles, and you still managed to miss. Right, those two didn't miss. That Orc War boss is getting wrecked.
What? Move fast! Name your demand!
Okay, let's go smack him with Kolek. Oh, this is not good. Okay, thankfully they both hit, but if they'd hit my own men, that would have really hurt. We will probably attack the Goblin Wolf Riders because they're going to be a real pain in the arse. Or at least the skirmishing ones. Actually, no, those ones don't skirmish, do they? They don't have ranged weapons. So we'll just attack the Orc Archer boys for now. And we'll have these guys come in at the flank. That is fine. Okay, well, let's carry on. There are reinforcements. Surprise, surprise. Fellbats coming in. Are they going to go for my Hell Cannons? They are.
Very well. Bring us to carnage. Chaos Sorcerer.
That is absolutely fine. These units genuinely running away already. Oh well, let's just carry on with these guys. We'll get the Chaos Spawn into that engagement. Just trying to keep these Hell Cannons safe. Bring down some more magic here, please.
Death! Slay every mortal!
Are they really trying again to attack the hell cannons? I mean, it is working, but it's just annoying.
So be it! Kill them! Yes! Chaos Sorcerer!
Look at these guys go in. Oh, when they charge, they leave like trails of flame behind them. That is awesome. I didn't notice that before. That's very cool. Right, all these guys can move over to the left side. And we'll just let these continue to run them down. What is that? A Terrorgeist? We will attack that, please. Actually, maybe not. Attack the archer boys.
The path is sacred. I bring a tempest. Take this, mortals.
That might actually hit more of my own men than the enemy. It's okay. Let's get Kolek to go smack the Terrorgeist. Meanwhile, looks like our hell cannons are under attack again. The Vargeist trying to get involved here, but probably not going to end up doing too well. We've got another full army coming our way. Bunch of undead. Well, that's okay. Our battle lines will have time to reform, I think.
Since will. I'll break them. The Sabbath attacks. Chosen. Move fast. Move fast. Move fast. Move fast.
Right, I may as well stop these guys from firing at that unit since they're broken. We'll fire at the next ones. Meanwhile, Kolek can continue smacking the Terrorgeist.
What?
They all seem to be getting stuck in the engagement with the Terrorgeist. I just want them to stop that engagement. The Chosen with Halberds can stay since they have anti-large. Okay, it's now dead. That's good. Alright, let's line up again. Ready for the next army. We'll start moving the hell cannons up into range. I mean, our army is actually pretty healthy right now. That is good. Speed things up. As soon as the hell cannons get in range, they're going to be forced to come to us again. Since they don't have any ranged forces, we can smash the hex wraiths. Maybe even hit the crypt horrors a little bit. I believe hex rays do have physical resistance. I don't know if hell cannons count as physical damage. But if they count as magic missiles, then these hex rays are going to get wrecked. I mean, even so, they're still doing a lot of damage. A direct hit onto a model with a shot that does 400 damage is very likely to kill them regardless. But I should probably start hitting some of these grouped up units to do a bit more damage. We'll hit the Grave Guard there. We can hit the Grave Guard on the left side as well. We've done enough damage to those hex rays. We've killed quite a lot of them actually. But the Grave Guard are definitely the best units that they have. Otherwise, These skeleton warriors and zombies get wrecked by our chosen for sure. Yeah, no chance. Just bring down the storm. The good thing about this engagement is these guys, if my cannons miss, will hit the zombies behind. Like that. So it does a lot of damage, whichever way it ends up. I may as well have my Dragon Ogres come in there and help against the large units.
Yes, Lord! God's honor!
And this will be over in a jiffy. We have no chance. Just use his healing potion. We'll go and run down their necromancer, I think. Kolek's no longer needed here, he's just overkill.
Clean magic!
Unless he gets attacked by the crypt horrors. So they're going to crumble. And that's job well done. Go on, Kolek, scare them to death. Quite literally. Of course they spawn a unit of zombies right at the end. Well, I guess Kolek can have his fun. Watch those chaos spawn get in there and annihilate these zombies. And that is the unit utterly destroyed. And that will soon be victory. Quest battle complete. We got plenty of kills there on many, many units. I like to see that our chosen are leveling up nice and quickly. I think eventually I will start to pass off some of the high rank chosen to Sigvald when he creates the building that can support them. Make sure we sacrifice the captives. That was 13,000 loot gain. Wow. Okay, and Star Crusher is ours. He is going to be stronger than ever. Alright. We will get hard to hit maxed out, and we will head towards Foe Seeker after that. Our Chaos Sorcerer has leveled up. And I think I'm just going to put a point into Final Transmutation. Very good spell for destroying enemy lords. As for Farmort Death Dealer, we will put another point into Training. You can actually march after that, so we'll march to the edge of the province. We'll stay in this province in particular because Scaling owns the settlement and therefore we get the extra replenishment. Okay, next turn. I wonder if I'll be in range to actually attack Saal encampment. It may have been worth just moving the whole way anyway, since Saal encampment will have an easy garrison to defeat. And Throg just destroyed Scaling's army and is very close to Sigvald. So Sigvald's going to have to do a runner, I think. I do not want to lose his army, since every little bit of growth is an extra turn that will be wasted if we do lose him. I'm still going to carry on with the mission with Kolek. Wipe out Saal encampment, and we can awaken Saal. Perfect. That is giving us the superior attacker trait. Extra leader aura size when attacking, extra melee attack, extra leadership for the Lord's army. And we gained another follower, which increases research rate. I think I can probably give it to this guy. Maybe not. Maybe we can give it to this guy. We can. Good. Kolek did level up. Bow Seeker for sure. And we will carry on towards Aisling's Conclave, and I think unlock Aisling next. Just tell these guys to go and take the Bay of Blades, if they can. As for Valmir, he is on his way back. Alright, let's get Sigvald here to zoom away from Throg.
Bring my mirror shield.
And I might give him the Forsaken. And it's not like I'm going to add them to Kolek's army, so he may as well have them in his army. That will increase our upkeep quite a bit, but it's okay. Let's move on. Confederation between the Empire and Wissenland. Looks like the Empire is getting relatively strong. Hochland was stronger than the Empire, I think, and that's why they declared war. But turns out, Hochland kind of got wrecked. I guess with Emperor Karl Franz at the helm, they do get a really nice auto-resolve bonus. It's likely the AI just exploited that. Right, where is Throg? Oh, he's actually going back to base. I think he might have been attacked by Grayling, actually. Oh well. Sigvald's now good to just carry on and keep recruiting. His Marauder Horsemen are also pretty cheap. Guess we'll grab some of those eventually as well. I'm tempted to auto-resolve this, but due to my Chaos Spawn being a little bit weakened, I think if I auto-resolve they might die. So I might just play this out just to be safe. We'll give the leadership to our Mirror Guard, since I believe they're probably the lowest leadership melee unit that we have. Yeah. Let's fight this on the battle map. Shouldn't take too long. I'll just set up a similar line to before, and we'll fire away with the Hell Cannons until they get close. I'll probably tell the Hell Cannons to hit the Mammoth, actually. Right, we'll start the deployment. We'll have the Chosen at the front, of course. These ones behind. I might actually spread these out a bit more. It's fine.
Name your demand. Marauder horsemen!
Alright, that is pretty much everything. Let's start the battle. So let's target the mammoth and see how much damage we do to it. Has 12,988 health. Good start. Completely missed. How do you miss this fat old mammoth? Well, that barely did anything, so we'll just, I think, fire at these other units. And I'll throw in the explosive shots. I'm just going to have Kolek go out and hit the Norscan ice trolls before they charge into my front line. And then we'll have the Hell Cannons start targeting the ranged units. Like the Marauder Hunters there. And the Marauder Horseman is a good target. Nice. Alright, let's attack the Norscan Warhounds with the Halberds. Could also bring one of those over there. I'm going to start attacking these guys with the ranged forces as well. Have the Chaos Knights attack the Marauder Chariots. Right, we'll use Star Crusher. See how much damage we can do. Need to bring down this attack somewhere. That'll do. Let's move these round to the left. And we'll charge into the back of the Marauder Berserkers, I think. I'm really tempted to just run down the Norscan Warhounds. Where are my Dragon Ogres? Oh, they're fighting the Feral Mammoth, that's fine. That's actually pretty decent for them. Let's get the rest of these units engaged now. Since the charge on the front line has already come through. Right, here we go, charging into the back of the Marauder Spearmen. Probably not the best target for them, but that's okay.
Mortal fool! Drag us to the souls! Chosen!
I think the mammoth's running away, yes it is. We could continue to fire at it with one of the Hell Cannons so it doesn't come back. I'm going to try and pull out these Dragon Ogres though, and we'll use them to attack the Female Warriors once again. I'm just going to chase down those chariots with the Marauder Horsemen. They're really low on health, so we should just destroy them with those guys. And that's victory anyway, which is good. We can just end the battle straight away. Since it is a settlement battle. Kolek getting stronger than ever. We can. Okay, good. We can awaken Aisling as well. And we have unlocked the Summoners of Rage. They are dragon ogres. Falling upon violent storms, these monsters manifest their anger in terrifying lightning displays that frequently end in mass death. Love it. Okay, what unit will we replace them with? That is the question, because I don't really want to have to replace them just yet. I think what we might do is bring Sigvald over to Kolek, and he can transfer maybe the Marauder Horsemen over to him, and then what we'll do instead of having Marauder Horsemen is have just a bunch of Dragon Ogres. We can build up this building, so I'm going to do that as well. Tribal Gathering. Kolek did level up, so we can now put our points into Woundmaker. That pushes him up to 675 weapon strength. He will go up to 729 after that. That is nuts. Absolutely crazy. But unfortunately, guys, it has been my time. So I am going to leave it here. In the next episode, what I'm probably going to do is head down, maybe, and wipe out the Tower of Crack and the Bay of Blades on the way. And then maybe head into the Empire lands once again, because our objective at the end of the day is not to destroy Wintertooth. It is to destroy the Empire, Bretonnia, the Dwarves, and Lothern. So I can probably destroy the Empire quite easily, since if we go to Dietershaven, Salzamund, Middenheim, Weismund, Kalleberg, then we can hit Altdorf and all of the settlements in Reichland. That will be the Empire destroyed for good, which is nice. Then we can focus on Bretonnia, before they confederate loads of different factions, like they're right next to them. We can take Marienberg, take out Cron, and so on. And then we can head over to the Dwarves, wipe them out before going back and attacking Lothern. Or we could go to Lothern first, but I don't want to leave the Dwarves till last, since I believe they're probably the worst late game faction to fight against. Although saying that, I would not be surprised to see if the Dwarves already have access to Ironbreakers, in which case it doesn't really matter. Let's just get the extra magical reserves, it's always useful. But yeah, we got a lot to do, a lot to look forward to. Hope you guys enjoyed it, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye.